Welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name is Joe Wright. I'm here tonight with the Extreme Forces Racing League, the Arca Series, sponsored by Falcon Graphics, and we are at Charlotte Motor Speedway for 80 laps of intense action. Tonight, we are looking at the points, and Devin Bacino up on top still. Dustin Buck 4th with a win. Chad Waller 11th with a win. But Logan Hagerman, been a pretty consistent driver, just looking for that first win here in the Arca Menard Series. 3rd is Benjamin Park. 5th is Alan Warnicki. 6th, Jake Ellingson. 7th, Dylan Dunford. 8th, Dean Pauly. 9th, Brandon Richardson. 10th is Dylan Redding. 11th, Chad Waller, like I said before. Josh Fox, pretty good, coming in that 12th spot. 13th, David Wright. 14th, Farron Elam Jr. 15th, Matthew Setzer. 16th, Daniel Stagner-Chaput. And 17th, Jesse Adams. And 18th, Lee Krause. And 19th, and rounding out your top 20 in points right now, Devin Smith. That being said, this league also does team points. So looking at it, it's starting to get a little closer there at the top 3. 579 for Buck Wild, 557 for the Misfits, and 538 for the Intensity Neon Racing guys. A little bit further back is that 486 of Stanley Everett. ILT Motorsports, I think they were last week. That's a close race between those last two. Far North Motorsports, only 1 point separating them. So cool stuff there. As for the action on track currently, and here's your top speeds in practice. No surprise there. Dustin Buck's been fast pretty much everywhere we go. He's had 1 win so far this season, as we discussed a minute ago. However, he has had some rough races here and there randomly. So we'll see how he does tonight and how he fares here at Charlotte. Dunford, another one of those guys, pretty consistent in practice, qualifying often in the race, but hasn't gotten the finishes he's been looking for as well. Farron Elam sneaks into the top 3. Jake Ellingson in 4th, and Park in 5th. Devin Bacino 6th. 7th is Adams. 8th is Stefan. 9th, Hagerman, and 10th is George. So look for those guys in that top 10 to be pretty quick. Not a place where draft matters too much. It does matter a little bit, but the handling of the car, these guys will be getting pushy, I think, towards the later parts of the run and beating up that right front. So about 1 minute here left in practice, and then we'll get to qualifying where we get to see who can go fastest by themselves. Look there at Josh Fox in the rocking the red, white, and blue number 8 Budweiser. And as I said, getting a little pushy off the corner. Hard into the inside wall in practice. Hopefully we don't see that in the race. Sets are in the 3 coming off pit road. I like to, in the end of practice here, take a look at some of the guys we may not see as often on track, but Setzer, one of those guys you see pretty often. He's up at the front, messing with the front. Pretty consistent as well. Gets caught up in some stuff here and there. The George guys, newer to the league, kind of late ads. Pacino, your points leader. Looking pretty stout with the 6th fastest time on the board. Jake Ellingson, one of the Buck Wild drivers for Mama Ellingson. There he is. How about Daniel Stagner? We haven't heard much from him this season, but let's see what they do in qualifying here. This is Austin Green in the 15. Really taking it easy on the apron here. Pretty short shift there for Austin. He'll keep it high through 3 and 4 to get that car wound up as best he can. Oftentimes the Arca cars are faster on the first lap if you can hang on to them. A little loose on entry there for Austin. You heard him out of the throttle out of 2 there. That's not going to help him with his pit time or his speed here. His lap time. Currently fastest on the board is Dylan Redding with a 30.82. 2/10 faster than second. Lee Kraus. You see Austin getting into the wall there. David Wright coming to the line. I think that's his first go lap. Bradley Steffen. Back to Wright, who's in 3 and 4. David Wright, 19th fastest. That's the slowest lap time so far of anyone on track. How about TJ Elaine? From St. Ignace. My brother right up the road from him in the Sioux. I know where St. Ignace is. And TJ a little sideways on entry, but down on that blue line. This might be a fast lap here from George. Or from TJ, I'm sorry. Of TJ George Racing. And he'll go P14 on his first lap. This should be a decent lap here from TJ. We'll see if he improves. He does a bit, up to P10. Zachary Cox from Portsmouth, right down the road from me. To the line there for Zachary Cox. He'll go P14. And that is the end of the session. So your pole sitter is going to be Bradley Stiffen. Dylan Dunford pulling out the P2. William George third. And Jake Ellingson fourth. Dustin Buck rounds out your top 5. So as these guys grid, I will go through the field. But that requires them to grid. All right, on the pole, we have Bradley Steffen from Whitewater, Wisconsin in the 89 machine with a blazing lap. Dylan Dunford's going to start second on the outside of him. William George of TJ George Motorsports or Esports in that third spot. Jake Ellingson, Buck Wild Racing, is going to start fourth. Dustin Buck will start fifth. Ben Park will start sixth in the 23 machine. Dylan Redding will start seventh. Jesse Adams eighth. 9th is Chad Waller. 10th is TJ Elaine. Logan Hagerman will start 11th. Devin Bacino will start in the 00 machine 12th. Lee Krause will start in the 13th spot. Outside of him will be Zachary Cox in the 51. Brady Floyd will roll off P5 15. Brandon Richardson 16th. Kyle Ingerfield will start in the 17th spot. In the 18th spot will be another Buck Wild Racing driver, Alan Warnicki. On the inside row, 19th position, Derek Chaput. 20th will be Austin Green. Donnie Bartlett will start 21st. Outside of him, Tony Richardson will start 22nd. In the 12th row, we have Matthew Setzer in the 3. Outside of him will be Atlee Atman Weiss. Mick Lofson will roll off P25. Daniel Stagner, 26th. Dave Wright, 27th. Travis Lapanis, 28th. Devin Smith, 29th. 30th will be Josh Fox. And Farron Elam Jr. will round out your field with the 31st spot. Logan Hagerman missing the grid here, I believe. If you are watching, do me a favor, like, follow, subscribe, share this thing with all your friends, all your iRacing community pages, anything and everything you want to share it to. It doesn't get me in trouble, it may get you in trouble, but it also gets us views, so go ahead and do that. I don't really care. Actually, I do care. I appreciate it if you did it. Bradley Steffen. I think this is his first pole of the season, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see what he can do with it here. That means he's going to be fast. As they come to the restart zone, they will see the green flag now, and it's go, go, go time for Bradley Steffen, and he's out. Dylan Dunford's going to try to slide into that second spot behind him. It looks like he will be successful. That third spot of William George, though, having a tough time. He's got the Buck Wild Racing Boys all over his rear end. They're going Buck Wild on his backside. Bradley Steffen crossing the line first there. He is your first place runner. I don't care what that says at the top there. Don't know how Chaput did it. Interesting stuff there. There we go. And I fixed it. It looks better now. Bradley Steffen is your leader according to our scoring and timing now. Dylan Dunford giving chase though. Steffen really stepping out now. In the chat it says watch for the 24 car. And that's Farron Elam Jr. He's 24th, currently up 8 positions from the beginning of the race, so we will pay attention to him, as you said, showing some speed already, your hottest mover, Farron Elam Jr. Jake Ellingson now under fire from William George. Jake getting by him there early in this run. A look back here from Ellingson. That's William George all over his bumper. But Ellingson able to gap him just a little bit off of 2. .69 looking inside, nothing there. Yeah, Mama Ellingson, I fixed it. It looks good now. It was weird. iRacing doing funky stuff. But Ellingson able to gap it. Bradley Steffen, though, already out to a .78 lead over the rest of the field. As he comes to the line there, he'll cross the line at 3/4 of a second faster than the rest of the field. So we'll see what he can do with that. Back through the field, we do have some close racing here with TJ Elaine and Zachary Cox. A little rub of the wall there for Cox, it sounded like. Down the front stretch they come again. That's a 69 now underneath Dylan Redding. He's going to clear up in front of Dylan. Dylan's going to try the crossover move. He's going to be able to get back to his quarter panel. Let's see if he can make this pass happen. It's going to be tight. As they race side by side, now for what is 2 laps. Dylan Redding finally clearing George. George not able to quite cross Dylan over. Dylan kind of blocks that run, and now he'll open up that gap just a little bit through the middle of 1 and 2. Let's see if he can get away now. Oh, buddy. Woo-wee. That was some contact if I ever seen some. What a save by Dylan Redding. Just behind them, you see Ben Park under pressure from Dustin Buck. Dustin Buck goes by on the low side. Now he looks to get by William George. And Buck fast off the corner there as he makes a great run down the front stretch. He'll be able to get underneath George here into 1. George not able to block it. Buck with no help down the straightaway, but faster through the corner. Oh, little push from Buck. He's under fire now from Park as well, and we got a gaggle. And here comes Brady Floyd in the 30. Buck really tight on that bottom side, almost gets into the 30. Brady Floyd able to clear around the outside of him. Pacino looking to get by Buck now. 2 of your winners from the season so far. Brady Floyd with a little tank slap on the wall. No harm, no foul as he keeps going. Ben Park to the inside now, Pacino. And while I was messing with that, we have a new leader. Brady Floyd, or I'm sorry, Dylan Dunford. Something happened with Bradley Steffen. Not sure what happened. Totally missed it. He fell 3 positions back to 4th. Dylan Dunford setting sail now. And no, Mom Ellingson, they will not be able to make the whole race on gas and tires as they run 65% fuel. And the tires will definitely go away. And we have our first caution. That's going to be hard to figure out. Not sure what happened there. Well, while we're under caution, let's take a quick break here, see if we can fix some of the technical difficulties that were happening during that first run. And I am still here with you guys. Just reloading up the sim here. Make sure everything's squared away. The cameras were acting funky. They weren't switching the way they're supposed to, so the game is getting weird. No. We'll fix it. Hopefully. All right. Everything looks to be working properly now. Dustin Buck did jump to the pits, so I'm having a feeling something happened with him there. Your leader now is Brady Floyd. And I would imagine that's on a pit strategy of staying out during that first caution here. And a lot of those guys at the front staying out are not hitting pit road there. In fact, 20 of them. Top 20 not hitting pit road. Looks like... well, somebody had to hit pit road. Well, we'll figure it out next time. Because Dunford definitely in pit road, as he was your leader at the time of the caution. And iRacing went wonky on us. That's fun. All right. Brady Floyd, the leader, chooses the outside here. He'll be outside TJ Lane, who's going to be on the bottom. Alan Warnicki will be on his back bumper. Farron Elam Jr. fourth. As they come to the restart zone, everybody puts the power down. You saw a little wiggle out of Warnicki, but Brady Floyd able to gap Warnicki even, and gapping the entire field. Catches TJ Lane sleeping. TJ Lane's going to drop 2 spots from the gate. Dylan Dunford on new tires. It looks like making moves already. Vicino there in 4th. Your points leader. Floyd riding high. Alan Warnicki catching him through the middle of the corner there. Through 3 and 4. And just a difference in line here for Warnicki. Warnicki to the bottom. Floyd to the high side. Warnicki closes the gap to about a car length. Now Warnicki to the bottom. Floyd trying to keep it wound up on that high side. Warnicki able to drive it off the corner, not able to get to his quarter panel. He's going to gap him by 2 car lengths going into 1 here. Warnicki having to lift Dylan Dunford with a little blink behind them. He's back though. Warnicki back to the bottom. Floyd to the high side. Warnicki turns it down off the corner. Has him at a quarter panel now. We'll see if he can make the pass here through 3 and 4. Brady Floyd really keeping it wound up on that high side. Right in it. High, wide, and handsome. Warnicki down pit road. Must have had a black flag there from that restart, I'm thinking. The only thing I can think of there. Just behind them, we have a battle for third. As you see, Farron Elam Jr. in the 24. And as one of our watchers called, I got 2 words for you, 2-4. And there goes Brady Floyd into the wall. He's going to hang it on the wall. Let's see if he stays there. Nope, he got it off the wall, which is good. No major damage to the right side. But lots of guys scattering as he's under speed. Dunford back to the point now. Bacino, Elam, and Wright, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Elam looks to the bottom of Bacino. And here comes our pole sitter, Bradley Steffen, into the mix. These boys are racing the wheels off him now. Steffen high-siding it. Right to the bottom, Elam to the bottom, Bacino high, Steffen to the looking middle. Not enough there for him to do it. Ellingson with a door to the 84. Steffen with a real close run to the 24. Got to give him a little bit more room than that here in Charlotte. The cars get a little bit pushy on that bottom side. An 89 having to check up. Here comes the 84 back to the inside now of Ellingson. Ooh, he pushes hard on entry. That big checkup from the 84. That'll let Ellingson clear. Ellingson with a great run down the backstretch. He'll get outside of Steffen now. Baron Elam back to the inside as he looks underneath Bacino again. Can he make it stick? Starts to push. Has to lift. Finds himself 3 wide through the quad oval. They make it happen though. And Steffen to 3rd. And these guys are wheeling it right now. It's so fun to watch. Steffen to the outside now of Bacino. Baron Elam almost gets into the outside wall. He's able to keep it off of it. Steffen on a rail, looking for the lead one more time. Ooh, he slaps the wall. Ellingson right there with him. Ellingson clearing Dunford. Steffen, your new leader. And those guys are definitely on new tires. I think Dunford probably only went and took some gas. But those guys showing what a new tire can do. Oh, we got another wreck. Let's see what happened here. Looked like Elam Jr. just pushed up. Let's see if we can get a different view of it. Absolutely fair and pushing up, pushing. Let's out of the gas so he doesn't make contact, but George gets him, and then Dylan Redding finishing him off. Sending him into the inside wall. That'll definitely cost him his repair. See what happened with Mick here. Oh, this is after the fact. There's a lot of people in that one. Let me see what happened in front of him here. People just not paying attention. Dagner coming to all stops, not getting involved in it. All these guys stopping, waiting for all those guys that were wrecking under caution. Getting stacked up going into pit road. Bradley Steffen stays out. Now these stint links will not be correct, but we're going to look at them anyway. Let you know who has hit pit road recently. And nobody currently in your top 20 except for Buck hitting it about 12 laps ago. Means, I believe, that the rest of these guys probably hit pit road there. Or some of them maybe, I don't know. It just ain't right. It's not right. Something to tell you. iRacing's doing wonky stuff tonight. Steffen with your current lead. You can see George on pit road now. He's getting some damage fixed, it looks like. As he beats a pace car there off a pit road. At least he tried to. Let's see if that was true. Looks like he's good to go. There we go. All right. Dunford through the rest of the field. So Athon back hitting pit road there. That's Dunford, Bacino, Wright, Waller, Redding. Derek Chaput slapping the wall under pit or under caution. That's fun. This must be petting his cat. Working our second caution of the night. This one for a car. Farron Elam Jr. is pushing up the track a bit, getting into the 65. Almost halfway from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We're working 80 laps tonight. And we're about to go green flag racing here from Charlotte. Worked their way down the backstretch. That pace car will take a hard left, and we will be green flag racing. Bradley Steffen, the class of the field tonight so far, started P1. Something happened. He fell back to 4th or 5th. Not sure what happened. We didn't catch it on the broadcast here. And then got to pit road under the last caution, got some new tires, and found his way to the front. But he's going to be under fire now from 8th on back as they put some laps on those tires there. But looking at Bacino, Wright, Dunford, That little gaggle of cars there, those would be your newest tires in the field. Stefan almost slapped Jake Ellingson with his rear there. That was interesting. A little wiggle maybe. Everybody gets going fine though. Stefan's going to shoot like a rocket for now. We'll see if these guys come back to him. Dustin Buck there in the 4th spot as he looks under his teammate Lee Krause. Dylan Dunford on the new tires. Traffic in front of him. Dunford stays in line on the bottom behind Chaput. Crossover off the corner. Back to the bottom side. Dunford is clear of Chaput. He's clear up. Wright will slide in behind him in front of Redding. Redding to the inside now, right. And we got a battle for a third as well. Dustin Buck looking past Lee Krause as he clears Lee Krause there. Dylan Redding on a rail on the bottom. Ooh, real close off the corner to getting into Chaput. Redding all over the backside of Dylan Dunford. Oh, Wright getting out of whack there. Almost lost it. He gathers it up. No harm, no foul. Dylan Redding still all over the backside of Dylan Dunford. They try to clear the 15 machine to Austin Green. When do they move to the high side? That is the question. Evan Bacino. He looks under Green. Meanwhile, Bradley Stefan has stepped out once again to a 0.7 second lead. Jake Ellingson trying to run him down. We'll see what Jake can do. Let's go on board with Jake. Jake is closing the gap to Stefan. Well, opening the gap to the guys behind him, but here comes the guy on the new tires. Those 3 on the bottom you see there. That's Redding, Dunford, and Bacino. They're all on the new tires, and they're coming to the front. Jake Ellingson laying down some laps here right now. The fastest of the old tires, but here come the new tires. So Jake really good on these long runs. But the guys with the new tires, just nothing you can do about it. Here they come. They are on a rail, those 3. Dunford looking inside of Redding. Ooh, Dylan having to get out of it a little bit. He made a move to the inside. Redding cut his nose. But now Dylan to the inside. He's going to clear Ellingson easily down the court front stretch. Now Stefan, Redding clear. Dunford underneath Stefan now. Machino next. And those guys on the new tires just able to wheel it through the middle of the corner on that bottom line and get back to the throttle earlier than everybody else. You see Brady Floyd now coming into the picture. Another one of the guys on newer tires. Dylan Redding, your new leader, though. We work lap 46 of 80 here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. We've had 2 cautions. One ghost caution, the other one a pretty good wreck. It's a car getting a little pushy off the corner and getting into another guy. But great racing all around the track. We got a 3-car battle here for the lead. And, you know, part of me is telling me that Dylan, Dunford, and Bacino are happy to just ride here for a second. Stay in line and let this thing step out, but Bacino looks inside, nothing doing there. Dunford starting to get a little bit of push on that right front there through the middle of the corner. You can see the speed difference between Bacino and Dunford on entry. Bacino a lot faster on entry. Dunford a little less aggressive. That's allowing Dylan Redding to start to step out just a little bit here. We'll see how this pans out. As you see Bacino kind of turn it down off the corner. Nothing there for him still. Not able to get the run he needs. Bacino looks to the high side. That time with the run to the inside goes Bacino. Will he be able to make it stick, or will Dunford fight back? Oh, gets a little pushy as Dunford hangs on his right rear quarter panel. And that's going to... Dylan Redding wants to see this. He's like, keep going at it, boys. I'll just keep driving here. Walk away with it. Dunford down to the bottom. Bacino with a higher entry. Little diamond off. He's going to get a run again on the back of Dylan Dunford down the back stretch. It won't be enough, I don't think, to make a move into 3 and 4 yet. But these two playing some air games with each other. Uh-oh, something happened at Liat Manwees. Let's go ahead and see if we can see what happened. Catches that outside wall just enough. A great save by him, not taking anybody out. Getting it low down and keeping it straight. Back to the action. Dunford now able to gap Bacino by a little bit. And watch out. Here comes the 66 of Chad Waller. Where did he come from? He's up 13 positions. He's looking for the front. But Dylan Redding, your leader right now. Starting to see that gap he had a minute ago start to diminish. Now Dylan Dunford getting into a rhythm. Finding speed through the middle of the corner. Dylan with a blink. Oh, what the heck was that? Like his tire disappeared. Whew. A little tire grip hack Dylan Dunford used. Caught a whole car length there doing it. Oh, Dunford, Redding, so tight. Dunford having to get out of it not to take out Redding there. Crosses the line with 26 to go. Dylan Redding leads this race. And he's doing a masterful job of keeping that car out front. But here comes Dylan Dunford hard to the inside again. We've seen Dylan do this before. Will it pan out in 3 and 4? They bump. A little touch, a little sparky. Dunford sends it. Dunford, your new leader. Does Dylan have enough to cross it over? Not today. Dunford actually blocking that crossover move from Redding. Now Dunford sets sail. As it looks like Redding's starting to really work the wheel and maybe losing a little bit here. A little right front going away. And Redding really likes that bottom line. That might be what's eating that right front up as he's starting to fade. Bacino fading with him though. Dunford found some speed. Alright, let's check out the rest of the field. Where is the action at? Josh Fox, Farron Elam Jr., 14th and 15th. That's the closest battle. Just behind them, Lee Krause and Daniel Stagner going to work. I'm wondering if we're going to have to hit pit road again. I would imagine they're going to. As Derek Chaput hits pit lane. Not positive. And the question remains, do you get gas and tires, or do you just get gas? Especially with so little laps to go. William George crashed, but he jumps to pits. Let's see what happened to him. That was weird. Oh, he slammed the wall coming off the corner. There goes Chaput hitting pit road and getting by the leader there. Another Austin Green crash, maybe. Ooh, hard into the wall, hitting pit road. He gathered it up pretty well, though. And so, yeah, some of these guys might be a pit strategy that wins the race. Maybe Buell. We'll see what happens here. Bacino to the inside behind them, though. Actually, that's the 66 machine of Chad Waller making a move. He's going to clear Bacino on the outside. Now he looks to get by Dylan Redding. And Waller really good on this long run. Out of the inside for Waller. And we've seen a lot of guys hit pit road. Austin Green, Donnie Bartlett, Jake Ellingson, Lee Krause, Travis Lepanis. Dunford, second and a half, the biggest lead of the race by anyone. You see Bacino there in the mirror going into pit road. He gets on quite fine. D right behind him. Teammates. Will Dunford come the next time by? You'd imagine he would have to. He does. Looks like he got on really well. Dylan Redding as well. Looked like Brady Floyd might have smoked the speed limit there. Now the question will be for Dunford, can he get off a pit road before somebody gets around? The chances of that are slim. However, he'll have fresher tires than the rest of them. Chad Waller takes over the lead, and he's going to continue to tear in some laps here. Can Chad Waller make it happen? I would say he has to get to pit road soon. Jesse Adams is second in the 55 machine. DJ Lane up to third now. Matthew Setzer, Baron Elam Jr., Atlee Weiss, Devin Smith, and Mick Olofsson not hitting pit road yet. Dustin Buck on pit road now. Josh Fox as well. Chad Waller, your leader, hits pit road. We're going to surrender the lead now to Jesse Adams. He'll go get his point. Caution is out. But for what? That is the question. What is the caution for? Not sure. Chad Waller was on pit road. That's a tough break for him. Found it. I'll let this one speak for itself. So timing and scoring is giving Chad Waller the lead right now. We'll see if that holds true. As they come to the line. 12 to go. Third caution. Only 3 cautions here at Charlotte. I actually thought we'd see some more, but I'm glad we didn't. As the rest of those cars get waved around, they'll have to race around the track and get back in line here before the end of this next lap, because at the end of this next lap, Chad Waller is taking the green flag and he's going racing. You see all those guys in front of him. Better get going. Some beneficiaries of a caution during green flag pit stops. TJ Elaine finds himself back in the running. Farron Elam Jr. is back up front. We saw him fast early on. Should be fast here with new tires. Atlee Adman Weiss up 25 spots to that 5th spot. Let's see what these guys can do here. Might have ourselves a first-time winner. Looking pretty likely up there at the front. And the green flag is in the air, and we're racing again here from Charlotte after the 3rd caution. Chad Waller, really fast in a long run. What can he do on a short run? 10 laps to go. Matthew Setzer's got something to say about it. Oh, they're wrecking hard. Bacino hard. Right hard. This starts with the 75. I think that's Mick. Yeah, it's Mick Olofsson here. Mick just drives into the wall and then yanks it off the wall in front of the field. Jake helps Buccino out. Park drives through the 84. Dagner gets caught. Stefan gets through. Tough break for Buccino, your points leader. Buccino right pit lane. Lee Kraus gets his lap back. And we have the lucky dog. And the old adage that cautions breed cautions, that was one of those. All right. Got Waller with his work cut out for him here. Lights on the pace car are on now. So when we go back green flag racing, he'll have about 5 to go. As you look at your top 20 currently. A really up and down race for a lot of these guys. Some guys finding the front early and late. And some of those guys that were there are not there anymore at all. Waller, Setzer, Elam, your top 3. Setzer looked like he had something for Waller there early in that run. We'll see if that continues on this next stint here. We'll have 5 laps to go when they cross the line, and 5 laps left in this amazing, intense race from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Some really good racing all the way around the track. Not sure what's happening here, but the lights on the pace car just went back on. That's going to reduce the race. Maybe they didn't go back on. Looked like they did. They're going left. And Waller holding the field. Green flag's out. He goes on green. That's to his disadvantage. Well, maybe not. He pins Baron Elam behind. Not sure what happened to Setzer there. Something happened under caution. 5 laps to go. Chad Waller, your leader. TJ Lane and Atlee Weiss off track. TJ Lane crashing. And the yellow is out. That's a lot to dissect there. That was 3 wide racing. TJ Lane hanging on to it. No damage there for him. Tough situation here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Some 3 wide racing. Everybody with a place to go. Brady Floyd to the outside of Weiss. One hard into the high side there. That's what happened. There's no room. A little bit of net code, I guess, off the corner. But definitely Weiss pushing up the track, expecting not to be 3 wide still, I don't think. I wonder what happened with the... looked like he just got really tight from the air. Shot right up into the wall. Didn't get into the wall, though. No room there for everybody. Tough break for TJ Lane. All right, well, we'll have ourselves the first attempt at a green-white checkered. We will have 3 attempts. Kevin Bacino getting his lap back. He'll be your lucky dog. And that puts him back on the lead lap. Alan Wernicke's still a lap down. Mikkel Lofson, William George, and Kyle Lingerfeld. William George and Fink Lingerfeld, I think, have already retired from this race. Fastest lap of the race, currently owned by Bradley Steffen with a 30.78 in race trim. Chad Waller, your leader. Best lap, 30.94. Dylan Redding with an 83 and Ellingson with an 89. So all these guys pretty close. Here as time is winding down, 3 laps to go. We're going to go green, white, check up for the first time. Matthew Setzer's back. I don't know what happened to him during that last caution. Interesting stuff there. Watch those two, as they had a run in earlier on. All right, here we go. We're going green flag racing here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Green, white, checker, attempt number 1. Chad Waller, your leader. He's going to hold him again until the green flag. And it's green. That's going to make it real tight at the front. Barron not getting the jump he wanted. Floyd to the outside. Waller will lead it down the backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. But this is where we'll see who really has it. Waller fast through the middle of the turn. Floyd to the outside. He's going to... Oh, Dylan Redding into the wall. White flag in the air. And that will be it. No matter what happens here. 3 wide they go. And we got 4 into the wall. 78 around. Lots of wrecking behind. Lots and lots. Oh, Farron Elam Jr. is going to sneak by into third. Redding into the wall. Everybody's wrecking. Chad Waller is going to be your winner, though. And that 66 machine. Brady Floyd comes home second. Farron Elam Jr. third. And Dylan Dunford rebounding for fourth. Jake Ellingson's going to go sixth. Josh Fox fifth. Ben Park 7th, Devin Smith 8th, Donnie Bartlett 9th, and Dylan Redding rounds out your top 10. There's a bit to digest. I'm going to let Chad Waller burn it down real quick. Then we'll go back and look at that last lap and kind of see what happened there going out of 2. And then we'll look at some of the rest of that stuff. But congratulations to Chad Waller. 66. All right, we'll go back and look now at what happened on that last lap. Here's the first one. That's a lot of stuff happening there. All right. Let's see. Park goes into the wall. Does he get help? Looks like he does. Looks like Jake Ellingson maybe gets a little bit of the apron there. He'll shoot up the track a little bit. And that's going to shoot him up into Park into the wall. That's the 95 there. Atman throws it in on the last lap. Oh, Steffen gets into Atlee, actually. Bradley Steffen getting into Atlee. Richardson gets pile driven by Dustin Buck. Kapoo gets through. Alan Wernicke gets his race ended there. And there is just nowhere to go. Everybody's just wrecking. If you made it through that, you probably finished in the top 10. We keep going. There's a second incident here, and that's coming to the line. Dunford wheeling it for fourth. All right. Let's see if we can pull in some of our guys. We'll start with Brady Floyd coming home second. Brady Floyd, you got Joe right in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, what a race. Up and down for everybody. All over the place. Then we get a late race caution under green flag pit stops, and that kind of shakes the field up. You find yourself coming. I mean, you have a shot at it there at the end. What'd you do? What'd you do right? What'd you do wrong? Talk to me.
Oh, well, to start off, we didn't get enough practice and qualified pretty poorly. Was really happy inside 17 laps to work my way from 15th to 7th, or to 6th. Felt like if we would have stayed green for the entire race, I still would have finished top 3. I think I was top 3 on pace. So the long run speed was pretty good. Short run speed wasn't great. But just the way the cautions worked, I stayed out on the first caution because I thought maybe if we keep wrecking, I can save a tire set towards the end. Ended up leading pretty well and then getting into the wall and losing the lead, dropping back to about 15th. And then came down, took tires off that next caution, Worked my way back up to top 5. Was running well again. Chad came out of nowhere, got past me. He's probably favored to win if we would have stayed green. And right as I pit, I think we got that caution. And unfortunately, I got stuck behind the pace car. And I got the lucky dog, so that was nice. I was able to take the left sides that I didn't take under green. But Chad was the only guy, it seems, that stayed out, or that pit, and was able to get in front of all those guys that just pit under that caution. So smart move, I guess, by him to wait and hold off pitting. He was probably deserving of the win today, so I'm happy that he got it. Happy I was able to work my way up through on the short runs. Got a little lucky dodging some wrecks and some cars there at the end, but just happy after getting turned out of the lead for the win last week after pretty much dominating that race to at least be on the podium here.
Absolutely. Great finish there, Brady, at the end, coming through, finding yourself into that second position. Now, normally this is the point in the interview where I ask you if you want to have any shout-outs or anything like that, but before we get to that, I'm going to change it up on you a little bit. Is there anybody in the field that you want to stay away from, somebody that you just don't like racing around, anybody like that? We're going to stir up some drama up in here.
You probably won't find too much drama from me. Maybe the Lapenas brothers. They race for the most part pretty clean, but I can't remember which one turned me out of the lead last week, and we've had some beef going in the SLM series if y'all want to check that out. But I don't know. I mean,
that's what I was looking for. Just a little bit, just a little something.
No Eddie Morris for me to rag on tonight. He's not here anymore. So.
Yeah, he quit. He's a quitter. All right, Brady, you got any shout outs and thank yous you want to give now?
Yeah, definitely want to thank the sponsors, Adria Esports, Pierce Graphics, and of course the main sponsor on the car, 4cloak.net. He broadcasts on Twitch on Sundays for CastCar. You can catch him at Twitch TV/4cloak and www.4cloak.net. FORECLOAK. I gotta eventually put the right numbers on the car. It's 2 weeks in a row, but
yeah, you should get a penalty for that.
Maybe. We'll see.
All right, Brady, have a good one. Good job.
All right, Joe. You as well.
All right, Chad Waller, you're the winner. This is your first win, if I'm not mistaken, correct, here in the Extreme Forces Racing League?
Second.
Second win, not
Atlanta.
First. Oh, okay. Second one this season?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you do have a flag.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Much respect.
Yeah, Devin and somebody else got into it. They're on the white flag, and I capitalized.
Yeah. Great race, though, here tonight from you. You had the long run speed, and, man, that last caution during the green flag pit stops really fell your way. That pinned a bunch of guys behind you, and from there it was just managing the race from the front.
Yeah. I didn't really know for sure when to pit there. I seen Devin pitted, and I thought I needed to be pitting pretty soon, and that's just pure luck that I got on pit road and was halfway done with the stop, and then the yellow come out.
Yeah, absolutely. And this will definitely catapult you up into that top 10 for sure. Some guys having a rough night tonight. And Alan Wernicke, Dustin Buck, those guys having a tough time, ending up falling pretty far here tonight at the end there. Some big wrecks toward the end as well.
Yeah. Hopefully this win helps the team points there a little bit. So I think we had like a 12-point lead, but hopefully that helps the team win there.
Yep, absolutely. So great job tonight, Chad. Anybody you want to give a shout out to? Thank yous for, sponsorships, anything like that? Friends watching, family?
No, just Dustin turned me on to this league and wanted me on his team, so just hoping I'm helping him out.
Yeah, absolutely. Great run tonight, and hopefully we'll see you up in here in the booth a little bit more. 2 wins on the season's no stroke of luck, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Thank you for broadcasting and putting all this on.
Yeah, absolutely. Take care, Chad.
Thank you.
All right, that about does it here from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Extreme Forces Racing League Arca Series, and it was a race. I'll tell you what, they had a great time, and I'm sure there are some tempers flaring right now. So without further ado, as Atlee Maois would say, over and out.